In this set of notes, we're going to learn a few more rules. Power rule will be the first one, and then once we learn these rules, we'll put them all together. So the first rule we have is the power rule, which says that a raised to the m power, and then that quantity raised to the nth power, so we have a power raised to a power, we're going to then multiply those exponents. So if I have x to the 7th power and then raised to the 2nd power, I'm going to multiply 7 times 2 and get x to the 14th. 2 cubed squared means that I'm going to take the 2 raised to the 3rd power, then raised to the 2nd power, multiply those exponents, get 2 to the 6th, and if we multiply that out, we get 64. 7 to the negative 1 raised to the 2nd would be 7. Negative 1 times 2. So 7 raised to the negative 2 power. And we never leave, we always want a positive exponent at the end. So we know that that then would become 1 over 7 to the positive 2. And that would then multiply out to be 1/49. M to the negative 4th power raised to the negative 5th power is going to give me m negative 4 times negative 5 is m to the 20th. The next rule we're going to look at are two rules. We have the power of a product. So we have a product, a times b, raised to a power. And when we have that situation, we can separate it. As long as it's a product, we can separate it into a to the mth, so raise the a to the mth power, and then the b to the mth power. Same thing's true with a quotient. If I have a quotient raised to a power, then I take the numerator to that power and the denominator to that power. Notice that there is nothing with a plus in here or a minus. If it's a plus b raised to the m, this is not true. Or a minus b to the m, not true. All right, so example. We have then, I have the parentheses raised to the 3rd power, so that means we're going to have 5 to the 3rd power, x to the 4th, then raised to the 3rd power. So 5 to the 3rd power is 125. And then a power to a power, I'm going to multiply 4 times 3 and get 125 x to the 12th. 3/4 to the 3rd power, take the numerator to the 3rd power and the denominator to the 3rd power. Expand this, and 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, and 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And then C, again I have a quotient, so I'm going to take my numerator, 5y to the 6th, and raise it to the 2nd power, and then into the 3rd and raise it to the 2nd power. All right, here I have a product, so I need to take my 5 and square it. I have a power to a power, so I'm going to multiply these exponents. 6 times 2 is 12. And then denominator, I have a power to a power, so I'm going to multiply 3 times 2 and get 6. So square my 5 and get 25 y to the 12th over n to the 6th. All right, so then we have these final two examples. We have 2, again the numerator, 2 to the negative 3rd raised to the negative 2 over y to the negative 2. I have a power to a power, so I'm going to multiply. Negative 3 times negative 2 is going to give me a positive 6. And this is already there, just y to the negative 2. All right, so then I'm going to expand the 2 to the 6th. When I multiply it out, I get 64. And then the y to the negative 2, recall that when we have that, we move it across the fraction bar and the sign of the exponent changes. So move it up and I end up with y squared there. And finally, E, I have a product to the 5th power, so I can take the a to the negative 4 to the 5th, b cubed to the 5th, and c negative 2 to the 5th. So a power to power, so I'm going to multiply and get a to the negative 20, b to the 15th, and c to the negative 10. All right, I see I have negative exponents, which I can't leave in my final answer. So I'm going to draw a fraction bar here. And my a to the negative 20 is going to drop to the denominator and become a positive 20 exponent. The b to the 15th stays where it is because it's positive. And then c to the negative 10th drops to the denominator and becomes a positive 10. All right, so now stop this video and give a try at these problems on the bottom of the page.